Ever left your phone in the other room only to come back and find 15 missed calls from that person you've been sorta seeing? Weird, right? It's like they have a sixth sense for when you're not looking at your phone. Suddenly, they're all over you like a rash, but the second you show interest, they disappear faster than a magician's assistant. This, my friends, is the baffling world of human psychology. Specifically, the psychology of ignoring someone and watching them come running. Remember when your mom told you couldn't have any more cake? And suddenly, that cake became the most desirable cake in the history of cake. That's scarcity, baby. When something is less available, it becomes more valuable. Like those limited edition sneakers everyone goes bonkers for. In relationships, scarcity translates to not always being available physically or emotionally. This doesn't mean ghosting someone, but it does mean having a life outside of them. Because let's be honest, who wants a stage 5 clinger? It's suffocating, like being trapped in a phone booth with a mime. There's a reason why we're drawn to detective novels and true crime podcasts. It's not just about the thrill of the chase or the satisfaction of solving a puzzle. It's about the journey, the twists and turns, the unexpected revelations that keep us hooked. We love immersing ourselves in stories where every detail matters, where every character has a hidden agenda, and where the truth is always just out of reach. We love a good mystery. It's in our nature to be curious, to seek out the unknown, and to find joy in the process of discovery. Whether it's a gripping novel, a suspenseful podcast, or a real-life whodunit, mysteries captivate us because they challenge our minds and engage our senses. Being a little mysterious, not an open book on the first date, can make you more intriguing. It adds an element of excitement and anticipation. When you don't reveal everything about yourself right away, you create a sense of wonder and curiosity in the other person. They become eager to learn more about you, to peel back the layers and discover the real you. This doesn't mean inventing a secret life as a spy, unless you are one. Then carry on. It's about being genuine, but also holding back just enough to keep things interesting. It's about sharing your stories and experiences gradually, allowing the other person to savor each new piece of information. It simply means keeping some things to yourself, revealing your layers gradually, like a delicious onion. Each layer adds depth and flavor to your personality, making you more appealing and memorable. Just like a well-crafted mystery, your story should unfold over time, keeping your audience engaged and eager for more. Because who wants to be with someone predictable? Predictability can lead to boredom, and boredom is the enemy of excitement and passion. By keeping a few secrets and revealing them at the right moments, you keep the spark alive and the relationship dynamic. That's like watching a movie you've already seen 1,000 times. You know every line, every scene, and every twist. There's no surprise, no thrill, no excitement. It's comfortable, yes, but it's also predictable and ultimately unfulfilling. Sure, it's comfortable, but it's also a bit boring. Life is meant to be an adventure, full of unexpected moments and delightful surprises. So, embrace your inner mystery, keep a few secrets, and let your story unfold in its own time. After all, the best stories are the ones that keep us guessing until the very end. Now, I'm not saying you should become a master manipulator, ignoring your crush into eternal devotion. That's just cruel. And also, it requires way too much effort. But strategically employing a bit of "I'm busy living my best life" energy, that can work wonders. Respond to messages a little later than usual. Don't be overly eager to make plans every single night. Have hobbies, interests, and friends that don't involve them. In short, be your own awesome self and let them come to you. Section 5. Reigniting the flame. A little space goes a long way. In any relationship, whether it's new or has stood the test of time, the concept of giving each other space can be a game changer. It's not about creating distance to push someone away, but rather about allowing room for personal growth and self-reflection. This space can help both partners to recharge and come back to the relationship with renewed energy and perspective. Ignoring someone isn't just a dating tactic. It's a way to set healthy boundaries and ensure that both individuals maintain their own identities. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to get caught up in each other's worlds, sometimes to the point of losing oneself. By taking a step back, you allow yourself to reconnect with your own interests and passions. It can actually be beneficial in long-term relationships too. Couples who have been together for years often find that a little bit of space can reignite the spark that brought them together in the first place. It's about finding a balance between togetherness and individuality. When you give each other the freedom to be yourselves, you create a stronger, more resilient bond. Remember that whole familiarity breeds contempt thing? Yeah, that. Spending too much time together can sometimes lead to friction and misunderstandings. When you're constantly in each other's space, small annoyances can quickly escalate into bigger issues. Taking a break can help you gain perspective and approach problems with a clearer mind. Spending every waking moment together can lead to boredom, resentment, and the unshakable urge to run away and join the circus. It's natural to feel overwhelmed when there's no breathing room. By carving out time for yourself, you can alleviate these feelings and return to your partner with a fresh outlook. This doesn't mean you love them any less. It simply means you're taking care of your own well-being. Taking some time for yourself, whether it's a weekend with friends or just an evening alone with a good book, can help you appreciate your partner even more. These moments of solitude or socializing with others can provide a much-needed break from the routine. They allow you to miss your partner and look forward to reuniting with them. It's in these moments of absence that you can reflect on the qualities that made you fall in love in the first place. Because absence doesn't always make the heart grow fonder, but it does give you a chance to remember why you fell in love in the first place. When you come back together after spending time apart, you bring new experiences and stories to share. This can add depth and richness to your relationship, making it more fulfilling and meaningful. So don't be afraid to take a little space. It might just be the key to keeping the flame alive. Section 6. Stoicism says, chill out, but also maybe don't text back right away. Even those Stoic philosophers knew a thing or two about keeping your cool. In our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel pressured to respond to messages instantly. But what if we took a step back and embraced a more Stoic approach to communication? As Epictetus said, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. This wisdom can be applied to our daily interactions. Instead of stressing over how quickly we should reply to a text, we can focus on being present in the moment and responding when it feels right. Basically, obsessing over someone else's actions is pointless. We often worry about how others perceive us, especially in the digital age where every message is time-stamped. But constantly checking our phones and overthinking our responses can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. You can't control them, so why bother? Instead, focus on what you can control, your own actions and reactions. By doing so, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. Take a moment to breathe, meditate, or engage in a hobby that brings you joy. Focus on yourself, your own happiness, and let the rest fall into place. When you prioritize your well-being, you'll find that your interactions with others become more genuine and fulfilling. You'll attract people who appreciate you for who you are, not for how quickly you respond to a text. Besides, wouldn't you rather be with someone who wants to be with you, not someone you had to trick into it? Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. So, the next time you receive a message, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Take your time, be present, and let things unfold naturally. Your peace of mind is worth it. Section 7. But seriously, don't be a jerk finding the balance. Now, a word of caution. There's a fine line between strategically creating space and being a straight-up jerk. Ignoring someone completely, ghosting them, or playing mind games is not cool. It's hurtful, immature, and just plain mean. Communication is key, people. If you need some space, say so. If you're not interested, be upfront about it. Don't leave someone hanging on a thread of unanswered texts and vague promises, because karma, as they say, is a real B** teach. Section 8. Let's get real, share your stories. Anonymously, of course. All right, enough from me. Now it's your turn. Have you ever experienced the strange phenomenon of someone becoming more interested after you ignored them? Or maybe you've been on the receiving end of the ignoring game. Share your stories in the comments below. Let's have a good laugh, offer each other some questionable advice, and maybe, just maybe, learn something along the way. Section 9. Stay tuned for more relationship wisdom because we all need it. That's it for today's dose of love advice from a comedian who's probably not qualified to give it. If you enjoyed this rambling exploration of human psychology and relationship shenanigans, hit that like button and subscribe for more of my, hopefully, hilarious insights. Until next time, remember, love yourself, be kind, and don't text back right away.